Here's another thing that happened this week. I love these, man. I love these. So Lotad, for those who don't know, is a low optimization tool assisted demonstration. So it's like a tool assisted speed run, but like not quite as like intensely optimized, and it's more for like you know, showing off a challenge run that, typically stuff that you wouldn't easily be able to do or not wouldn't be able to do at all in real time. Show off some like crazy route or concept run. And obviously the 3D Zelda games are prime real estate for this kind of thing. Here's something interesting. I think of stuff like this and stuff like Pan and Koek videos for Mario 64 and stuff like what I was just talking about with Ninja Gaiden 2 actually. Like the possibility of modding Ninja Gaiden 2 making a better randomizer for a game or things like that. I think of that as like as important as like making the game in the first place almost. Like I think you can add so much. Like I talked about the Ninja Gaiden 2 thing as bringing more value out of the game or something like that, right? I think about it like stuff like this, right? Like there's a category of literary criticism that is not about critiquing the work. It's not about like saying that something, judging the work, right? It's not about saying that something is good or bad. It's about like doing a close reading and like bringing that and like finding something in there, like mining the work for something that a casual reader would not realistically figure out or notice or whatever, and bringing out so much more meaning out of the thing, right? So that if you read the work and you love it, like if I read Gravity's Rainbow and I love it, or I'm interested in understanding it better, I can read this other book and it's like it's literary criticism, but it's like I think interpretive criticism would be what this would be categorized as. I don't know what the other kind of criticism would be called. I forget, but there's kind of a dichotomy of types of criticism there. But like in the literary world, this is considered criticism, and I think a lot of people would look on it more highly than the other kind of criticism, actually, right? And I actually think this is kind of the game's equivalent of that, or it's one possible game's equivalent of that, right? Like it's people taking this game, looking at these games so seriously and getting so deep into them and understanding them so well that they can bring something cool out of them that a normal player would never appreciate or understand or see at all, right? Like completing Majora's Mask with only 2 pauses, like that just seems completely unbelievable to like a normal Majora's Mask fan. And yeah, it helps you appreciate the game in a different way, and it helps you appreciate the game more to watch and understand this. And yeah, so I love stuff like this. And yeah, stuff like the Ninja Gaiden thing, like modding and like making randomizers and stuff like that, I think of as somewhere between like criticism and like actually improving the game directly. I don't know. It's complicated, but yeah, I'm curious if anyone's watched these because I haven't watched them yet. There's 3 just on this channel this year, and there's like an Ocarina of Time 3D one. I'm pretty sure. There's been so many of these at this point that I feel like I've seen. The Majora's Mask, and especially for me, not being as familiar with Ocarina of Time, the OOT ones have gotten kind of old at this point, so I don't really know. Maybe I'll just try them all. What's the meaning of pauses in this context? Going to the pause menu. Like you press the start button and open the pause menu. So like I highly, if you're not familiar with any of this stuff, I highly recommend which one? Majora's Mask in 2 pauses remastered. This is like one of the one of the highest recommendations of any YouTube video that I could possibly give. But just think about it. You can't equip. There's no way to equip items without going to the pause menu. Theoretical maximum of 6 items on your C buttons in total throughout the run. I'm pretty sure that's true. But yeah, there's obviously crazy tricks that will be involved, and it's commentated. The commentary is really good. So yeah, really, really, really good video, and a lot of these other ones are good as well. I mean, all of them, none of them are bad, but I do feel like the OOT ones have gotten a little more stale for me. But maybe that's just because I'm not as familiar with OOT. OOT and 6C presses. Oh yeah, yeah, that one is really good. That's definitely my favorite OOT one. I mean, that's just crazy to think about. All dungeons and 6C presses. There's so many dungeons in that game. That's just demented.